Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jillian. I'm a spirituality, relationship and business energetics coach and healer, and welcome back to my channel. Here we talk about everything from spirituality, sexuality, relationships, business, and everything in between. And today I wanted to address a question that I get really often, because I do not drink any alcohol anymore. And I haven't done since, probably the end of 2020, when I went through a big shift in my level of consciousness and raising my vibration. I'd obviously been on my spiritual journey since 2012, so a very long time. And I'd taken different hiatuses from drinking alcohol over that period, and actually it's like some big long periods as well, but that was mainly because, for example, I would have been studying my energy healing diploma or my past life diploma, and I had class and workshops every weekend, so by proxy I probably couldn't rock into class or workshops or working on people energetically if I had a big night before. So just from a level of integrity and professionalism, I just stopped. I would still go to things. I would still go to birthdays and things, but I would just probably leave early and just and just not drink. So I wanted to address. There's so many awakening, amazing souls that are on their spiritual journey, that are starseeds, that are energy healers, that are or not even in that profession, that are just waking up and raising their level of frequency and vibration. And I get all the time, oh my god, I would love to stop drinking alcohol. I know I'm not meant to drink alcohol, but I'm just not at that place yet. And I get asked questions how I did it and why I did it. So I'm going to address some here. Now, mine, as I said, happened organically just because of the nature of the work that I was doing, and I was becoming so more in tune with myself. I was becoming a lot more of my authentic self, that I realized I didn't need any substances to make me feel better than I did. In fact, drinking any alcohol or taking any substances at all alters your state of consciousness. So it kind of has a bit of an out-of-body experience. And I realized that for me, I felt amazing and good and confident in who I was organically, naturally. And it actually didn't feel good. It felt very out of alignment to actually continue drinking alcohol. So it happened quite quickly and pretty organically, really. I mean, probably if you ask my friends, they would be like, there was just a shift quite quickly. I remember giving myself like a 3-drink maximum when I went out, and I probably did this once or twice, and I got to the second drink and I was like, oh, I don't want it. Like, I don't want it. So like the process happens very differently for different people that are on their spiritual journey or on their awakening journey or raising their level of consciousness. Like, I find that things that are of a lower vibration nature will just start to organically fall away. And that is food, substances, alcohol, people, because people can also have a lower vibration and a lower level of consciousness. And alcohol kind of fits into that category of having a lower energetic than many other things. And because everything is energy, and this is what I live my life on, is everything is energy. Everything has a frequency, everything has a vibration. And the more that we become in tune with ourselves, the more that we can start to actually tune in and feel the energetics and frequencies of everything in our life, and actually see what's true for us and what's out of alignment. And yes, alcohol for me was definitely a lower vibration thing that we consume. I also just want to preface that it's really important to not judge yourself. Like, I'm not telling anyone don't drink alcohol, so don't come for me. I'm just explaining my situation, my story, and how I view it on my spiritual journey. And as I said, I think everything is a choice, right? And if we do everything with a level of consciousness around the impacts and actually what that looks like for us, then I'm not saying don't drink ever. If I think there is a difference between going out and getting absolutely wasted and, you know, being sick and being hungover and being ill for the next week and taking time off work, or being around like hundreds and hundreds of people that are just off their face, versus you wanting to have a few glasses of red wine in the house with your partner, right? It's just having the choice and having a level of consciousness around what you're doing with intentionality, I think, is key. And also not judging or shaming yourself, because actually that can be worse than actually drinking the alcohol itself. When we go into spirals of shame and judgment, the energetics of those emotions are really low, really dense, really sticky, and you don't want to be perpetuating those by the choices you make, right? So again, if you are on this path where you do eventually want to stop drinking, or you feel that is where you're going, don't judge yourself if you end up having a drink, but just be conscious of, you know, your environment and who you're around when you're doing it, who you're around when you want to do it. You know, are they having an influence on you or not? And as I said, you know, there is a difference between having like 20 drinks and going out and getting absolutely plastered and being sick and putting your body through that, versus you having a couple of red wines occasionally with your partner or a couple of friends in your house, you know? So again, it's all moderation, it's all choice, it's all just like being as conscious as we can about the things that we are doing and consuming, and understanding why we are doing that as well, I think, is really important. And another thing on environment, so I have found, because I am so attuned to energy, that because alcohol is of a lower frequency, as is smoking, as is drugs, then I find that places, you know, bars, clubs, places where there's a lot of people consuming these lower vibration drinks or substances, if you want to put it like that, then knowing and being conscious that everything that we consume impacts our field, and we integrate that as part of ourselves and part of our energy field. So we have a transference and an imprint of every single thing that we consume, and that includes food, that includes TV, that includes the quality of the content that we consume. Everything has an energetic frequency that we can absorb and take on. So again, just having a level of consciousness around what kind of environment you're putting yourself in, and also to be very aware that, you know, in these like bar settings, to know that it is kind of a breeding ground for lower vibration energies, entities, and attachments. I have had some attached to me myself when I was not fully present in my body and I was in a bar. And also as well, if you are a spiritual being, or you're going through a spiritual awakening, or any kind of, you're doing any kind of work on yourself, you are starting to bring in more light. So you are starting to vibrate at that higher frequency. And a lot of lower vibration energies, attachments, entities, they want light, because light is love. So they will be naturally attracted to you, and look, you can't see them because they are they're lower vibration entities and energies that are around us. But again, unless you do this type of work, you're not even aware that they're there. I do find a lot of people that maybe have issues with substance abuse or alcohol abuse or crime, they generally will have entities or attachments that are feeding off their energy and perpetuating those types of behavior, because that's what feeds them and that's what keeps them alive. Now, I don't want to scare you, but it is just having a level of awareness and consciousness around the environments that you put yourself in. And as I said, the more that you become more in tune with yourself, your authentic self, and start to be able to read energy, you will start to realize what kind of environments feel good and what don't, right? And then you can just be more conscious about where you decide to go and not go. You know, you might say yes to some invites and you might say no to some other ones. I also wanted to preface that if you do make the choice to drink, just to know that alcohol does lower your energetic boundaries, and your energetic protection. Because it is a low vibration substance, it can create energetic holes within your energy field, and also it alters your state of consciousness. Therefore, you are not fully present within your body. So it's like you've just gone on a vacation, and any of these energies or entities can easily just take up space in your home. It's like squatters' rights, because you're not present, you're not there, because you are on a kind of another level, which is what alcohol does. It shifts your level of perception, it shifts your level of consciousness, and it makes you someone that you're not fully, right? And that's a lot of times why people drink, because they want to feel better than they normally do, because at homeostasis they don't feel good or balanced or aligned in themselves, or they want to do it to be more social or outgoing or lose their inhibitions. So again, it is altering your natural state of being, and as I said, that just leaves the doors kind of like flapped open energetically for your field, your energy field, to be hijacked. So there is a reason that you have a hangover, or you might have like really negative thought loops, the day after or a couple of days after that you drink alcohol, is for this reason. You've consumed something that's of a lower frequency, and you have been around that energetic with the other people and environment that you've been in, and also may have been hijacked in some way. So many people are carrying attachments and entities with them every day that are impacting their emotions, their thoughts, their mentality, their physicality, and actually cause blocks and drain their energy. So again, just notice if you are perpetually fatigued or exhausted, if you are more angry, or any of these lower vibration energies, or if you have some like just really negative thoughts, judgment, shame, fear, suicidal thoughts, even after you have been out or drinking or consuming any kind of substance, like these guys are the reason why. So again, it is just having that level of consciousness. If you are still wanting to have a few drinks, just have great energetic clearing tools in your belt, and also great energetic protection tools in your belt. Like, I still go to places for birthdays and occasions that are bars or pubs or music events, but I just clear myself constantly, and I have very strong energetic boundaries. And look, I learned the hard way, because at points I had gone into somewhere that I actually didn't want to be in because I didn't like the energy, and I wasn't drinking, but I hadn't fully put my energetic boundaries in place to be in that environment. And also, like when everyone else is drunk or getting more inebriated, people are hugging you and touching you, and again, we are transferring energy all the time with each other. With every single interaction, energy is just information. So and especially if you are spiritual or clairsentient, which means you feel everyone's stuff, you can be absorbing everyone's lower vibration feelings and emotions into your energetic field without you even being consciously aware of it. So it lowers your boundaries, and as I said, all of this stuff can have such a big impact on you in every single part of your life, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, and energetically. So it is just, as I said, I'm not here to tell anyone not to drink alcohol. This is just my experience of it, what I know to be true for me when it comes to the energetics of alcohol and the energetics of being in those types of environments. So be conscious about it. And again, I feel like everyone that is on your spiritual growth journey, there will probably become a point as you continue to raise your frequency and your level of consciousness and continue to do the inner work in yourself, that the things that are of a lower frequency nature in our lives in general will just start to organically fall away. Like, they will just no longer be in alignment with you. And, you know, I know that can be challenging for some people who do want to be at that place, but still feel peer pressure, or that they maybe won't be invited to things, or rejected, or won't have fun if they go out with their friends anymore. Or this is what their friends all do and they don't want to be ostracized. I get that. Like, that stuff comes up as you're moving through this journey to becoming your most authentic self. But that's the journey. It's like, the more that you heal, the more that you awaken spiritually, it is that you are just awakening to your true authentic self. And when you are in your true authentic self, you feel whole and complete regardless. And you don't have fear around not being liked, or not being invited, or not or saying no, or peer pressure, because you are so, as I said, whole and complete in yourself, and you feel very confident in that. And you also will start to realize that those that are meant to come with you as you ascend on your spiritual journey will. And there will be people that don't, and that's also okay. But everyone is on their own path, and you have to just do what is right for you and be in integrity with yourself. And if you feel that alcohol is no longer in alignment, then make that decision, stand by it. And as I said, it doesn't mean you still can't go out and have fun. Like, just do it sober, and just do it more consciously. That's what it's about. So I hope this was helpful and useful for all of you that are going through this transition right now. I know, alcohol is being so programmed into us to be normal and mainstream, and it really isn't. It is just keeping you vibrating at a low frequency so you can be controlled and live in that space. And that's not what we're here to do. We're here to ascend. We are here to raise our vibration. We are here to become more conscious. We are here to become light beings and fulfill our true purpose in the world. And we can only do that when we are at the frequency to manifest those things that are also at a high frequency into our lives. So if you enjoyed this, please subscribe, like, or comment. I'd love to know where you are on your spiritual journey and where you are with your alcohol journey. I know this is a process, guys. It really is. But if I have done anything, then it's just share my story and where I see things, and where I'm living now. And yeah, if you enjoyed this, as I said, subscribe so you don't miss another video. I talk about everything from spirituality, sexuality, relationships, business energetics, a whole variety of cool things. So if you don't want to miss another video, then press the subscribe. And if you feel that this video would help anyone else that is also going through a similar journey, then yeah, please share. I would love to spread more of the word on this particular topic, because as I said, it is a question that I get asked all the time. So that means that it is so in the conscious awareness, and you guys, you're there. Like, you're ready to take that next step. I've got your back. If you have any questions around my journey around it, if there's anything else that you want to know, then write a comment and I'll get back to you. And that is me signing off. Have a great one, guys. Take care.